I was reading the other day that it takes at least $1 million to break an artist. That's a ton of change, and it can feel overwhelming. But with social media leveling the playing field, you just need an effective strategy to release your music. Check out Release Rocket to ensure your single does not die after release day. You've already put time, effort, and tons of money into writing and recording your album. Let the guys at Release Rocket keep your new release alive.
So let's go.
Hey everyone, welcome and big cheers and Merry Christmas, Texas Toast Podcast with Miss Helen along with producer Kyle. And we've got some great conversations coming up for our Christmas special, doing a little bit different than we did last year. We had it in person and did a whole event, but we're doing this and we've got some great surprises and I think some great questions for some of our guests coming up during our Christmas special.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun. Well, actually, I'm playing the Grinch today because we're keeping these real short. It's gonna be a super long, exciting episode for everybody. So I guess those of you who have been looking forward to longer Texas Toast episodes, this one's for you. But also, Helen's gonna bring the Christmas cheer. I'm gonna be cutting them off at 10 minutes, so I'm excited to do a little good cop, bad cop Grinch action.
Yeah, so let's see how the first one goes, because how could you even time limit me with our sister Corliss? It's Christmas time, and this is like the ultimate Christmas person. Hello, Corliss from the Maverick and College Station. Hey, girl.
Howdy, how are you?
I'm doing good now that I'm getting to see you and visit with you. So we're going to do some quick little fun questions, kind of dig into the Christmas world of Corliss. And of course, you are all over the place with you and James Cook have your Cooking Corliss Texas Christmas extravaganza.
Oh man, yeah, you almost had it on the first shot. Cooking Corliss Christmas Textravaganza. This is actually our 5th annual. We have hit our first milestone with one another.
That's awesome. Congrats on that. Everyone always looks forward to that. It's not Christmas without it. Okay, so let's talk about Christmas. I have to ask you this first. What stays up longer for you, your Halloween decorations or your Christmas decorations?
Oh
Sorry.
man, oh gosh, that is so tough. I'm going to go ahead and say the Christmas decorations just because once I finish with Halloween, because you know how Halloweeny I am, as I'm coming to you from my Nightmare Before Christmas PJs. But yeah, I'm so tired by the end of the year that they typically stay up till around February.
I love it. See, and then you know what you also can do, like leaving them up till February. I switched to Mardi Gras. I'll just throw Mardi Gras beads on top of like where the lights were on the stairs and stuff like that. So
What a genius you are. My goodness.
we're just going down a road I didn't plan on going. Okay, what is one of your holiday guilty pleasures?
What isn't my holiday guilty pleasure is a better question. Guilty pleasure is that I am a child. I revert back to being a 5-year-old, whether it's the candy or the Christmas lights. My husband and I, when we visit Kansas for Christmas, we still go through my childhood light display, which of course is nothing special. But do I get just as excited at 33? Then yeah, I do. So those are, I don't know if you would call that guilty because I kind of live out my, what do you call it? My youth proudly. I don't want to grow up and I do not keep that a secret.
Love it. Okay, so is there a particular Christmas carol every year or per year or maybe this year that gets stuck in your head?
What does it? Oh my gosh, these are so hard. Hippopotamus for Christmas.
Oh my gosh, I heard that the other day and it got stuck. Yes.
Yeah. It's so hard and it's kind of like Taylor Swift. Like whether you like the song or not, you're gonna sing it.
True. Okay, what is the strangest thing you've ever used or seen used for wrapping paper?
My husband is not very good at gifting. And he knows that, I know that. That's an agreement between the two of us. But one year he did gift me something. But of course, he didn't know where I keep the wrapping paper because why would he? So it came wrapped in newspaper, and I have no idea where he got the new. Oh, it wasn't newspaper. It was those coupon books, because we don't get a newspaper. Those coupons that they send you in the mail.
Right. Hey, that's a multi-purpose. You could save it and go back and use the coupons that hadn't expired yet if you had to.
Exactly. He's a useful husband.
Okay, let's pick some of our favorite Texas artists. Of all of our Texas artists, which one do you think would be the best department store Santa?
Rico from Kimfo, easily.
Yes, he would. Okay, and I think you're kind of a thrifty person. I thought this would be a good question for you. What do you think would be the best $5 gift to pick out and give someone?
Well, I do a majority of my Christmas shopping at Five Below, of course. So all of it. But honestly, when you go to any type of thrift store, you want to get people something that they would have never found for themselves. So artwork is always, you can find artwork in thrift stores for under $5. And when you're looking at artwork, you tend to think of a specific person. So it's actually a very thoughtful $5 gift. Yeah, you
That's
caught
right.
the thrifty girl. Yes, I got all the tips.
I kind of figured that. Okay, and so I do have one other question. Describe your ghost of Christmas past, present, and future. What would it look like?
Wow. Past would look like a pretty typical 90s Christmas. I'm trying to think with all the handmade, I would immediately flash back to the handmade Christmas ornaments on the tree because my mom kept all of them and she hung all of them proudly. And now she does a pretty tree. So
Oh,
it's not as childish anymore. Future, I hope to be spending Christmases as soon as possible with foster children. Adam and I would like to become foster parents either next year or the year following. It's a lot of work to get that done, but it's a goal of mine. And present, I'm going to see myself surrounded with my favorite children in the world, which are my 7 nieces and nephews and my 3 godchildren, all of which get their own Christmases with Aunt Corliss.
oh, love it. And by the way, tell your mom I said hello and Merry Christmas. And one last question. It's not Christmas without.
Children. I'm
I
still
was going to
joking.
say Cook and Corliss Textravaganza.
I should be
Okay.
promoting myself there, shouldn't I?
It's
Yes.
not Christmas in Texas without that. Let's put it that
Yes.
way.
Yes.
Okay. Well,
Well,
that's
sorry,
a wrap.
I cut
That's
you
a
off,
wrap.
Corliss. Did you want to expand a little bit more on your actual answer?
No, not at
Okay.
all. You nailed it. The Cook and Corliss Christmas Textravaganza. And when you spend time away from family, especially when it comes to the kids, the next time you see them, they grow so quickly. They're going to be complete and total different little people. So soak in who they are now and be excited who you're going to see in the future.
That's
Love that.
absolutely true. What a great way to end it. I love you so much and Merry Christmas. And hopefully I'll get to see you soon. Thank you for joining us, Corliss.
I love both of you so much. I'm wishing you the best holiday season and to all the Texas Toast podcast listeners. Merry Christmas.
That was fun, our discussion with Corliss. So now we're going to transition and we're going to welcome Kate Watson to the Texas Toast podcast Christmas special. Merry Christmas to you, Kate, and congratulations on such a successful year.
Thank you, and Merry Christmas to you guys.
Let's talk some Christmas stuff and get personal with Kate Watson. If you lived in a holiday movie, which one would it be?
Oh, shoot. I feel like I'd be in Home Alone. I would love to kick some bad guy's butt. Like, I don't know. That just sounds like so much fun.
Okay, that's a good one. What Texas art? We're going to talk some Texas artists here, kind of throwing them in. What Texas artist would be the most fun to spend the holidays with?
Ooh, that's such a hard one. I would pick probably Aaron Watson, because I totally feel like I fit in with the last name Watson. But he's
Right.
also just like, he's somebody that's so fun, so like, I don't know what the word is. Like he's just so inclusive and crazy, and I love it because I'm crazy too. So,
The best present that you've ever received.
oh, oh, well, definitely not the Barbies that I received many
I was
years in a
so waiting
row.
for the Barbie thing to come up. Okay, go ahead. We're going to talk about that. Go ahead.
Um, my favorite present I ever received. Oh my goodness. Okay, I'm gonna have to go with um, uh, I think nope. Okay, come back to that one. I gotta think about it.
I know because I started thinking about that one and yeah, it was one that I didn't get and I was given it in my adult life. But anyway, so what lots of holiday events go on. What is one of your favorite holiday events that you grew up with?
I'd say something we always did, which was super fun, is like Christmas Eve. We would always do this service at church and we'd light candles and everything else and sing and worship. And then once it was all over, me, my dad, my mom, my brother, we'd go pick up some fajitas, take it back home, open presents, and just be together and watch a fun movie, make Christmas cookies. That's one of my absolute favorites.
I love that. And that's what's so great about special Christmas memories is sometimes it's just the small, simple things. It doesn't have to be something that's
Yes.
so extravagant. So what do you do to get cozy for the holidays?
I always put on a whole bunch of hoodies, like on my Instagram, Facebook, TikTok. You're gonna start seeing me in like different hoodies, like different colors, different kinds, different everything. I got fuzzy socks. I got tons of fuzzy socks. That might be one of my favorite presents because that's what I like to wear all the time. You can even catch me at shows in summertime in 100-degree weather with fuzzy socks on.
Seriously,
Seriously.
that's crazy. Fuzzy socks and not flip-flops
No,
during the summer.
no. I'm wearing these bell-bottom jeans and stuff, or I am wearing shorts, but I wear boots so nobody can see them, so they don't know. And
True.
afterwards, if I ever tell anybody, they're like, "Girl, you're crazy." And I said, "I know."
So what are some of your favorite things or suggestions that people should leave out for Santa?
Coffee. Definitely coffee. That man needs his caffeine so he can get to every house in the whole world. I can't imagine going to every house, dropping those dang presents in the chimney and doing all that work without his caffeine.
And one more question regarding Christmas. It's not Christmas without.
It's not Christmas without family. That's I moved 16 times in my whole life, and the one constant thing for me has been my family. No matter where I am, um, that is home. That is just so much love to be had there, and that's one thing that I feel like everybody needs.
Well, thank you for that. Thank you for joining us and discussing few little Christmas things. And congratulations. I saw where Cinderella Slipper was in the top 100 for the Texas Country Music Chart top 200 of
Thank
2023.
you.
And I have to tell you on another note quickly, I love your Barbie song.
Thank you.
Love the
I
video and the
watched
whole meaning behind it.
Thank you. I watched your guys like whenever you talked about it, and it made my heart so happy just to have people who just totally got it. Because whenever you release a song, like you have your meaning behind it, you have why you wrote it, but sometimes that doesn't come across to everybody else. And you guys, like, you just get me. You just get Kate Watson. So thank you.
I do.
We
Well, you're a
try.
jewel. We love you. Merry Christmas to you and your family. And we look forward to a great 2024 for you, Kate. Thanks so much for joining us for our Christmas special.
Thank you. Merry Christmas to you guys, and I love y'all. Thank you for supporting me.
What a great visit with Kate. She's so cute. And then, of course, we're going to be talking about her Christmas tune that she has out. She's
Hmm.
got the Barbie tune going on, and then we got
Uh,
another personality, the Kate personality coming out
yeah.
in a Christmas tune.
Yeah, this whole week's going to be jam-packed full of Christmas stuff. On Friday, we're talking about all of our favorite Texas country Christmas tunes and releases from this year. But yeah, I really enjoyed how, or I guess not enjoyed, but I appreciated how, you know, like you could almost see Kate in that conversation getting emotional every time she brought up family, and that's just cool that she holds that bond so closely. So I hope everybody's got some sort of family out there during the holidays this year. Speaking of family, you want to go talk to one of the brothers?
Well, yeah, the brothers, they
Yeah.
inherited the name of the band. Yeah, John Teague's coming up next. There he is. There he is. There he is.
What
Look at his
up?
hat. Look at his hat.
Oh yeah,
Oh, hell yeah.
definitely.
He's on our list for the Christmas special.
Oh really?
Yeah, so
Yes,
John
sir.
Teague jumps on our Christmas special. He has a Reddick hat on, which is awesome because he's part of the whole big Christmas thing we're doing.
Hmm. Yeah. I saw the hat. I was like, I gotta wear it. It's dope.
I
Yeah.
love it. I love
Yeah.
it. And of
Cool.
course, last time I saw you, Jaret was there. We had a big time, just a great visit with you when we were at Jen and Ray's birthday party.
Oh man,
It
you were
was.
there. Actually, maybe I did know that. God, I'm constantly being reminded that I missed the party of the year.
No,
It was a good one.
yeah, it was a good one. It was a good one.
Yeah,
Yes, it
yeah,
was.
for sure. Yeah, we need more of that. I wish there was like a place where like everyone went on Sunday, and then we could just go there. And everyone's gonna be there.
That sounds like the start of a biker gang.
I wish we
No.
mean, could do that so
Yeah.
much too. I wish we could do
Just
that.
saying all the Texas country folks gathering somewhere on Sunday afternoons. That's I mean, I'm sure
That
it'd be
would be
awesome.
Sounds
fun. That would
dangerous.
be
That's
that
what I
does,
meant.
it
It just
does.
it's yeah, mischievous is all I was getting at there.
That would be
100%.
so much fun. So much
Yeah.
fun. We'll have to work on that.
Yeah.
Okay, so John Teague's joining us for our Christmas celebration. Merry Christmas to you, John Teague.
Merry
It's
Christmas to
so
all of you.
great to see you, and congratulations on a great year. I know you have great things coming up for 2024, but I did notice, congratulations, you had a couple of your tunes in the top 200 for 2023 with the Texas Country Music Chart. So, yeah,
Yeah, that
good
was
stuff right
exciting.
there. Yes,
Yeah,
very exciting.
the record did well. We were very proud of it. The guys worked hard on it, and certainly helped catapult us into this year. And we jumped right back in the studio. We didn't waste any time. So yeah.
Okay. Let's jump into some fun Christmas questions. What's one dish that you can't do without at the Christmas dinner table?
Oh my goodness, that's a good question. I would say, uh, my wife makes these candied yams that are just like will knock your socks off, and I eat way too much of them every time. So it's got to be that, and then I usually cook a brisket or something like that along those lines. So it wouldn't be Christmas without that or the Christmas Eve gumbo that we do. So we like
Oh,
it's like 2 or 3 days of just like eating so badly, or really really well, I guess you could say. But
okay.
yeah.
That sounds like some good times at your Christmas gatherings.
Oh yeah, we eat well here in Southeast Texas. Let me say.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so would you rather get a great regift or a not so pretty handmade gift?
Mm. Mm. I like anyone who puts effort in something. So even if it's but if they handmade it, I feel like it.
Yeah.
I'd probably would like the sentimental value of that more.
Have you ever regifted?
Ooh, have I ever regifted anything? I don't think so. No, nah, I don't think so.
Mm-mm.
My wife may have. Look, I'm out of touch when it comes to that part.
Oh, I gotcha.
So if
I
something
gotcha.
disappears from the shelf and it appears in someone's box, it just
Okay.
magic.
Okay. Now we're going to pull from some of our favorite Texas artists. Which Texas artist do you think would be the best elf in disguise?
The best elf in disguise, most likely to be an elf right now if I just like was scanning a room. Yeah, I would say Jaret. Jaret would be a good one, or Rico. Both of them, like, sus. Like, you guys might be from the North Pole. Just
Look at that. Kyle Rico's getting popular. He was picked as the best Santa, department store Santa with the Corliss.
Say that's
And
what he
that
gets
is
for having that big old personality. Same with Jaret.
Yeah,
that's hilarious.
I thought about saying Kevin Fowler because, like,
Mm.
man, he's a good time, and he's also very giving and sweet. So I don't know. It was kind of a toss up. but yeah, Jaret is super cool. I think he would be a good elf. Yeah,
That
Just
was a
brings the
great
cheer to
answer.
the table.
100%,
Yes.
and
Yes,
willing
for
to
sure.
just do whatever for anybody. So,
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Is there a particular holiday movie that you have to watch every year?
let's see. Probably this just sounds crazy, but it gets really weird around Christmas around here. Like it's aliens, Bigfoot, things like that. So and like, things like that. So like I like watching Signs. Mel Gibson, M. Night Shyamalan movie, Signs,
Mm-hmm.
where the aliens are coming down. It's not a Christmas movie, but it's kind of like Die Hard. It's like, like,
Dude, that movie traumatized me when I
Okay.
was a kid.
oh,
Okay.
really?
Just that one little scene.
Oh yeah, that was freaky. But I love
Well,
watching it. It reminds me of kid
okay.
when I was a
I
kid.
love that answer. I love that answer. Something different. But you know what's funny? This poor Jared, he's just getting drug into everything. But I'm okay, so that's the big debate. Is Die Hard a Christmas movie or not? And we're gonna let him answer that.
Mm,
I think he could
I
probably
have
make
that
a
on my
very
list.
strong case for it to be.
Yes, I have that on my list for Jarrett. Okay, and so another one last question to ask you regarding Christmas. It's not Christmas without.
Mm, I think it's not Christmas without uh anything in particular, huh? I would say without the we have this big party every year called the Teague Family Christmas Show, and it's like it's always been like the day before or Christmas Eve or on Christmas Eve. And this year we moved it up because it just got too popular. We had to start doing it like a ticketed event. But it's not Christmas without the Teague Family Christmas Party Show. It's nuts. It's
dig it.
nuts.
Plug that. When has that hasn't happened already, has it?
It's happening this Saturday.
This Saturday.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's all
Dang.
right.
Yeah, this won't be out yet.
No, but that's
Yeah,
all right.
well,
But they will have
yeah, but
missed
you'll
it.
be yeah, maybe missed it this year, but next year. And I did see the
Mhm.
the social media posts regarding that. I think that is so cool.
Yeah, it is a lot of fun. We've been doing it. This is our 10th year,
Man.
and it just this band didn't even exist when we started doing it, and we just made it a night of like original music that you just don't really get in Southeast Texas. So like we're like scrap all the covers. Let's just like bring all these original artists into one room and everyone just showcase their stuff. 5, 6 bands in a row. And then we have one big blowout. Everyone in my family plays music. So we just get everyone on stage. I go get on the drums. I'm actually a drummer and like play drums to my dad and my uncles and my cousin and my brother, like everybody. It's a blast. But then it's kind of rolled into the Teague Brothers band, kind of took over and headlining it, and now we sell tickets to it. Now it's gotten so out of hand, but we've outgrown this room that we've been doing it in. So this is our last year to do it at this particular place. So yeah, next year definitely it's going to be much bigger and
Bigger and
crazier, I'm
better.
sure. Yeah, every
Right
year it's
on.
getting crazier. Yeah.
Yeah, something to look forward to and marking your calendar going into the holidays to check the date
Hmm.
for it. Well,
Oh yeah.
awesome.
Mhm.
Well, John T, thank you so much for coming on our Christmas special and congrats on a great
Sure.
2023 and cannot wait to see what 2024 has for you.
Likewise. Thank y'all so much, and Merry Christmas to all
Yes,
of you.
sir. Right, so now, what is your holiday or Christmas dish that you can't go without?
Well, you know, I mean, honestly, it's like our Christmas meals changed so much.
Yeah,
I guess when
that's
I
the way to
was
do it.
young, and I guess when my kids were young, I have like this super duper like sweet potato casserole dish that I make
Mm,
that actually tastes like a dessert.
yeah.
And so that's what everybody always insisted that I bring. But mine actually would be the dressing. I just love the dressing at
Mm,
Christmas time.
cool. Right on. I was just curious. Where my family's always been the kind to change it up too, so it's kind of hard to find a consistent one. But I was thinking it's like I think green bean casserole would be the one that like I would request if there needed to be one consistent. So,
Hmm.
all right. Well, next up we have the what do we call this guy? He's like the foundational artist. He's been with us from the beginning.
I know. I was thinking about that. I was thinking like, gosh, John Stork, you've been with us since the very beginning and you're at the beginning of our podcast
hmm
every time.
And we haven't talked to him in almost 3 years.
Really?
Isn't that crazy? Yeah, we had him. He was what, like this, I think the second guest ever on the show.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So let's jump in, chat with our buddy, Mr. Stork.
What's going on?
Man, it's good to see you.
Good to see y'all. How you doing?
Wonderful.
Good.
Thank you so much for having me. This is it's a great time of year and I couldn't be doing any better.
I know. So we're gonna have some fun. I'm gonna shoot some questions at you and should be a lot of fun. So what job would you have if you worked in Santa's workshop?
Oh, tester.
You would be the what?
The tester. I would test everything out.
Tester. Oh, that would be a great job.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you would like be large and in charge because you would be so large and in charge if Santa added a reindeer and came to you, Tester, and said, "Name a new reindeer, John Stork." What would you name the reindeer?
Let's go with something fun like Rex.
Okay, I like that. Rex the reindeer. All right. So, would you rather during the Christmas holidays, would you rather have a white Christmas or would you rather spend your Christmas holiday on the beach?
Well, considering the fact that most of the time we're in shorts already for Christmas, I would have to say just a one-off white Christmas.
Have you ever experienced a white Christmas?
Oh yeah. Both sides of my family are from the Dakotas, Nebraska, Iowa as well. I've got family in Minnesota. Yeah, they just keep going. But I grew up going back and forth, and my goodness, the amount of snow. I don't think people understand snow when they say, "Oh, lucky them, it gets this." You don't have to shovel rain. That's what most people don't understand. So I love Texas, and whenever it does snow, it just shuts down and then it opens back up again. So as long as it's a one-off, I'll take a white Christmas any day.
Okay, love that. And I'm trying to think what year that was. Was it back in 2000? What was the year we did have the white Christmas? I don't know if it snowed in Beasley. It was like 2003. Like it started snowing on Christmas Eve.
It did. I remember that. I'd be lying if I told you the date, but we got a little bit out there in Beasley. I remember that. That was fun.
That was fun. I remember the kids were still out. I was like the mom on the block. I let them play outside till like 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. It didn't matter. It just didn't matter.
Yeah, I gotta mention. You said we, Helen, as if you're speaking for both of you guys, and for anybody who's listening outside of Texas. They do live fairly close, but I wouldn't say it's that close. What, you're still 2 hours away from each other at least, right?
No, well, I was living in Bay City at the time, not Matagorda, but Beasley and Bay
Oh, I
City,
see.
it's
I
not
see.
that far. You just go up to Wharton, hit 59 and head on
Okay,
down, or you can go some other back roads. So yeah, like
got
he's
it.
in my neighborhood.
Okay, cool.
Okay, so now if you were Santa Claus, what type of cookie would you want the kids to leave out for you?
Ooh, I would have to say, just because I made some like 30 minutes ago, probably peanut butter.
Cool. So you were doing some cookie baking.
Yeah, I'm dad duty while I'm home, and especially for the holidays, we've been spending a lot of time together, and so I've been hanging out with the girl, and we've been cooking and cleaning and just moving in. We were just talking about uh, how we just moved out to the country, and we're finally getting back to closer to where my wife and I are from originally, and um, so we've got a house full of boxes, and we're still sorting through things and finding stuff. But yeah, we hooked up an oven this morning and figured why not make some cookies.
What a great Christmas memory to make. You'll remember that forever.
Absolutely.
Oh, love it, love it. Okay, so now just for you, if you had to pick one store, let's say you won this prize and you can pick one store for all your Christmas presents to come from, what store would you pick?
Well, considering where I live now, it would probably have to be Tractor Supply. I don't want to
Yes.
say Walmart, but
No.
they're in the running.
Tractor Supply has cool stuff.
Yeah. No,
Now believe Yeah.
We grew up going there just about every other day, and to be this close to one again, every time I drive by it brings back memories, and it makes me laugh.
I did a lot of Christmas shopping at Tractor Supply over the years, especially when the kids were younger. Like you can find a lot of great Christmas gifts there. So let's move to our Texas country music world. If you could pick any Texas artist to cook and serve a Christmas dinner, who do you think would be the best Texas artist to do that besides you?
Oh man. Well, I know Brandon Ryder does it all the time. So I would love to sit down and have dinner from him, with him, either way. Um, I don't know that many other guys that cook that much. So yeah, I'd say Brandon.
Oh man, I love that choice. Don't you, Kyle? That's a great choice.
Yeah, I remember back when we talked about that, and he was telling me about all kinds of crazy stuff he's been cooking up at Billy Bob's a month ago or so.
Yes. I love Brandon. He came on the podcast. It was like we were just chit chatting. So
No,
one
I
last
played with him I don't know how long ago, and he had talked about, I don't know how long we sat there and talked about food and grilling and all kinds of
mm-hmm.
stuff. So
That's cool. Okay, so another Christmas question. It's not Christmas without blank.
oh, a Christmas tree.
Hmm.
That's right. Got to have the
I,
Christmas tree. Do you like real or artificial?
well, considering the fact that my ENT told me a few years ago that I had to get rid of a real Christmas tree because I was like deathly allergic to what it was doing in the house, I, I'll have to go with artificial, even though I love the smell of a real Christmas tree. Um, and the only reason I say Christmas tree is because I debated even putting mine up, considering we're still unpacking boxes, and it looks like, well, credit to my wife, it doesn't look like somewhere that I lived by myself before I met her, um, but it definitely looks like we just moved in still. So she already put the Christmas tree up this past week.
Oh,
When I was coming back from Las Vegas, she got back, put it up, decorated it a little bit. Y'all, we don't even have a kitchen table. Like that's how much we're moving in right now. So if that makes any sense, Christmas tree.
I like
that
it.
makes great sense. I'm telling you, I love it too. It's gonna be y'all are gonna have some cherished memories for this Christmas. So let's talk about congratulations to you making the top 200 on the Texas Country Music Chart for 2023. Actually, top 20. First time at number
Wow.
17. Yeah, I saw that. The top 2023 for Texas Country Music Chart came out yesterday. I can't believe we're already at the end of the year looking at the end of the year charts. I just can't.
It feels really weird, y'all. And I just found that out this morning. So thanks for being the one to tell me. I didn't even know what song it was, to be honest with you. I was like, "Oh, cool!" And then I went to changing diapers and chasing this girl around the house. So first time, that's amazing. This year has just kind of flown by, to be honest, and I'm excited for what's to come. But the other day I was sitting there in the van thinking about everything that's already happened this year and just trying to figure out where it went. And I know what happened. I had a baby, but for the most part, it was just gone in the blink of an eye. And it's definitely not going to get any slower. We've been working on a bunch of new music, and it seems like that's only making things pick up as far as sense of time goes. So
Mm-hmm.
it's crazy.
We're
Yep.
super excited for new music. I'm going to ask you one quick question that has to do with the music. Where did the dog come from in the video when you filmed it? Somebody
Out
said
of
that dog.
nowhere.
Where did the dog come from? Do you know the dog? Does the dog have a name?
No, 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 no.
Oh,
Absolutely not. No, seriously. It came out of nowhere. Like, that was a God thing. We were literally rolling back from, yeah, in the best way. We were rolling back from Beaumont, and and so we still needed to get some content videos shot for somebody's baby, and my guitar player and I were the only ones just kind of trying to get it done, and we were going everywhere. We pulled over, and then we ended up taking a back road to a county road, and he was like, "Hey, let's just shoot something right here. Let's just knock it out. Let's get another video or two or three or whatever." I'm changing on the side of the road, um, and he had a speaker, and he started playing the song, and not even a joke, the dog just like appeared out of thin air almost. I had no idea where it came from. There was a house probably a half a mile away. Um, that was it, and nothing else around us. And this dog just showed up and was friendly as can be. And I will tell you one thing that nobody else really heard except for a couple of the guys in the band. We were driving back to Houston after we did that, and he's driving down the road, and he does that, and he pulls a tick right off of his neck, and we pulled over and started like taking our shirts off and checking for ticks in a parking lot.
Oh man.
But the whole way back after that, we were both just kind of like itching and scratching, trying to make sure we didn't have any other.
Well, hey John, anyways, I we had you on the show real early on. You're actually our second guest ever, and as you know, we start every single episode with your song, so we wanted to thank you for that. Closing out this year with a big old bang with somebody's baby, and you hinted at new music. Do you want to tell us any insider deets on what you got planned for early next year?
Well, to go back to the first things that you said, thank you very much. Thank y'all for having me. Thanks for playing the song, and thanks for doing what y'all do, because it's been fun to watch y'all and see what you've done and where you're going. And I love listening to the different guests that you have on here. So as far as the new music goes, we've got another 5 singles dropping over the course of the next year. So
cool. Very cool,
man. I'm excited. These are just little snippets of my life that have turned into song, and I've written them with some amazing people, brought the ideas to the right table, and I'm glad that they came to life the way they did. Some of them I didn't even know I had a majority of a song already, but thanks to some of those people, like I said, it just it turned into what it needed to be. So
good deal.
The best stuff I've ever written, in my opinion, hands down, over the next year. So I'm excited to finally get to share this stuff.
Looking forward to it.
We are excited about that. Yes.
Since this will drop next Tuesday, are we playing a show together on Friday?
We are. We're playing a show together on December 22nd at Dosido the Big Barn in Spring, Texas. So that one's going to be fun. We're going to play some stuff we haven't really played before. So
hell yeah.
I'm excited. It's going to be good. And I can't wait to hear you.
Oh, good.
Yes, sir. All right. It's going to be a party. Get out there.
That is
Thanks for
very
joining
exciting.
us. Appreciate you, brother.
Yeah.
Thank
Hey,
y'all so
and
much.
enjoy being a new Sealy Tiger.
Yeah, absolutely.
We are the mighty Sealy Tigers.
See what I can find out about Helen. We're gonna
Ask
go bounce
around.
around Sealy, and I'll ask everybody I know. I only got one neighbor over here, so I'll see if he might know you, Helen.
If I knew a last name, I could tell you. That's a
Oh,
big
no.
thing.
All right. I got to be the Grinch. We're cutting it off. We're way over 10 minutes.
Go.
Thank you, John.
Thank
We'll see you
Y'all
soon,
have a
buddy.
great one.
Merry
Christmas. Merry Christmas.
Love you guys.
Hanging on by a thread, but we got through that one. Man, I'm excited for that show. I know I told you about it, but that was
is so cool.
aside from that, I think that was my favorite round of questions yet. So I'm just even more excited for this last guest we've got coming up, who we've mentioned with every single person so far, Jaret Reddick, who we're both big fans of. He's got a new song out with Autumn Ragland, his Christmas tune. So we'll be talking about that one on our Christmas songs episode of Texas on Tap. And then anything else you want to add in there before we end this thing with a bang?
No, this is too fun. We got to do stuff like this more often. Like this has been so much fun.
Yeah.
I'm
All right.
serious. I'm loving this.
I
Okay,
agree.
so coming up with Jaret Reddick.
Sorry for being late. I'm in Joshua Tree with my best friend having a boys getaway, and we're filming a video for me tomorrow, and we kind of got caught on this path. Anyway, here I am. So
Nice.
Well, we're
Well,
not going to keep you long. I just got some fun questions to ask you, and you've kind of been the topic of conversation with some of our other guests. John Teague came on with your ball cap on, and
I
I
love
was like,
that.
"This is so cool" because Jaret Reddick is coming on the Christmas special. So I'm going to jump into some of these questions with you. If you could design your own ugly sweater, what would it look like, Jaret Reddick?
Oh man, it would be I would probably go like super metal, just like super just like metal. And some rock hands on there, and then maybe like a metal skeleton with a cowboy hat on, just to bring it around to what I'm doing these days.
hell yeah.
That would be super duper cool. I like that. So, and if you could create a new holiday tradition and pass it down to other people, what would that tradition be?
We have a pretty good tradition in my house. We actually use Christmas 23rd as our Christmas Eve, and then we celebrate Christmas on Christmas Eve. So that way, Christmas Day is just a day of just chill, and we don't have like a super big agenda, and it actually becomes like just a day of laying around and eating good food and hanging with family. So it actually, that tradition was made out of necessity because I'm divorced, and so I had to split my time with my kids, but we've really grown to enjoy it, and now that the kids are grown and we could change it up, I don't think we ever will.
I absolutely love that because to me, all the anticipation is Christmas Eve. To me, Christmas Eve really outshines Christmas Day.
It really
I mean,
does,
but
yeah.
yeah, so I really do like that. Okay, so we're gonna go into an igloo. We're at the North Pole. Santa's gone, and you got to stay there, but you got stuck in an igloo. So if you're stuck in an igloo, what two people would you want to be stuck in the igloo with, and what three things would you want in the igloo?
Oh man, two people to be stuck in an igloo. Well, if I don't say my wife, and then she hears this, I'm sure that would probably hurt her feelings. So, I would go my wife and my bass player Rob, who can make any situation fun, and he's one of those guys that like I hate waking up in the morning, and normally I like quiet, but he's so loud in the morning and it makes me laugh, and so he would be great. And then I get to take three items as well.
Mhm.
All right, I'll take. Let's see. I for sure want my laptop. I'm assuming that the North Pole has internet, and so I'm taking my laptop and then a onesie to keep warm, and
Mhm.
I guess for the final thing, probably a case of Miller Lite.
Okay, just a case.
Well, you said one thing. Because I should have probably just said three cases of Miller Lite and called it good.
Oh, you're good.
So you can call it a palette.
Yeah.
Exactly. Okay, so if you had an elf name, what would your elf name be?
My elf name. Gosh, probably Jet. I think that would be a cool name. Like my best friend in first grade couldn't say Jaret. He just
Mhm.
said Jet. And so a bunch of the neighborhood kids called me Jet. Now, which was kind of funny because I was a fat kid, but still, that lasted until Dallas got really big and there was a J.R. Ewing and they figured out that my initials were J.R. So then it just became J.R. from then on.
Oh, gotcha. That's cool stuff. So we've talked a little bit about Christmas movies with some of the other guests that's on the Christmas special, the group we have this year. All right, so we're leaving this question to you. Is Die Hard a Christmas movie?
I've debated this. I used to have a podcast called Jaret Goes to the Movies. I did it for 8 years. We did 300 episodes. And this debate, it went on and on and on. We talked about it every year. And I started out as a naysayer. I did. I started out going, it's not a Christmas movie. It's Yippee-ki-yay. We all know that. But I'm counting it it's a Christmas movie. It's got all of the things that I think add up to a good Christmas movie, and are all in there. It's got the music and the trees and the decorations, and so I did eventually become convinced that it is a Christmas movie.
Okay, there it is. Jaret Reddick. Set that clear, because I totally agree with that. And plus, it was released at Christmas, and but like that particular question about is Die Hard a Christmas movie? It kind of goes. It kind of reminds me of do you put the toilet paper on the roll up or down?
Right.
It's kind of
Yeah,
like
yeah.
whole
I saw
situation.
there was a meme that was going around for a while that it was like yes if it was over, and then
Right?
no if it's backwards, and then it had it just sitting on top of the roll, and it just said, "You monster."
Love it.
Okay, now let's move to Christmas party times and our favorite Texas artists. Which Texas artist would you name as being the life of the Christmas party?
Oh man, I think Kin Fo is the life of every party,
He
and
got named to everything almost today.
yeah,
Yes.
my love for that band runs so deep, and they are just so fun. They're just the sweetest human beings too. Like
Mhm.
I could listen to them, watch them, and hang out with them forever. So that would definitely be my pick.
Yes, they're so warm and fuzzy, and you do feel like family when you're around them. And so, one
Absolutely.
more last holiday question. It's not Christmas without blank.
Uh, it is not Christmas without family.
Okay. Love that one. And so, while we're talking about Christmas, let's talk a little Christmas music. And you have a Christmas holiday tune out, Christmas Day Without You, you and Autumn Ragland. And that's a good one. The Fa La La
Thank
La
you.
La part.
Thank
Yes.
you. Yeah, I was sitting there and thinking about doing a Christmas song, and honestly, it just flowed out of me because, I as I mentioned earlier, I'm a divorced parent, and so for the better part of my kids' elder two children's lives, they've been in a split house, and so I would have them up until Christmas Eve, and then I had to drop them off on that night, and man, it was hard, and I know it was hard for them, and I know that was hard for my ex as well. It's just not easy for anybody, but for me, all of a sudden not being a part of those traditions that I had been a part of at their side, and then and that kind of not even knowing what to do with myself, having to create new things and be around different people on these days where I'd always been around the same folks. It just it seemed like something that probably is pretty common in the world
Yes.
that we live in,
Mhm.
unfortunately. And so it's not the happiest of Christmas songs, but it's certainly a real Christmas song.
It is very real. Absolutely. Absolutely. Yes, it is.
Thank you.
Okay.
Man,
Well, Merry Christmas to you, Jaret Reddick. And it was so
absolutely.
fun getting to talk to you about some fun holiday stuff, and look forward to 2024 and all the great stuff you're going to have coming up.
Merry Christmas to you guys. New music from me coming in February, and I'm more excited than ever about being a part of this. So thank you all for
Yay.
including me, and I'm looking forward to seeing you guys next year.
Yes,
Okay.
sir. Yeah, I just wanted to add there, man, it's me and you met through Bree, obviously, right when you were making your start in this thing, and then we had a little conversation at some point about, the trajectory, how things were going, and I'm just so glad that you hooked up with Sam and Autumn, and
Oh, thank you. Thank
that
you.
song is just such a great. I mean, the song's wonderful, but that connection that you guys have now and everything
Oh,
that's
yeah.
happening for you, it's
Yeah.
just you're creating like this own in the best way. You're creating this sub scene within Texas, and it's all inclusive. But man, it's like everybody loves you.
Thank
You've
you.
just been such like a welcoming guy, and even
Thank
for
you.
us. So, just
Well,
wanted
Oh,
to say
thank
yes.
you.
thanks.
Yes.
I
Yes.
agree. You guys, I mean, it's Kyle, you just were so gracious to me for shows. I mean, I hadn't earned anything, and you were so nice, and you guys have had me on the show really before I had done anything, and it's just been great, and I'm loving it. And I just I've really found that in this scene you can just be yourself, and people like that about you. I don't really feel like there's a lot of people out there that are trying to play some sort of a character. And
Right.
unfortunately, from the world that I come with Bowling for Soup, not necessarily pop punk, but the pop side of that, that's not necessarily the case.
Yeah.
And that goes for industry people too, over there. And so I've just found the industry, the artists, the press, everybody, the clubs, everybody just to be so gracious. And I'm super happy to be here, and I hope I'm doing everybody proud.
Oh yes, absolutely.
You
And
are
man,
indeed.
and when I was at Jen and Ray's birthday party and finally got to see your set live, oh, I was blown away. It
Thank
was
you.
so uplifting. It was so much fun. It was just let your hair down, have a great time. It was awesome.
That's what I'm bringing to the table. I'll tell you guys this, and I'll let y'all go. But when I came into this, I really didn't know if I could really do that. Like because in Bowling for Soup, it's very fun. Everything's fun, and in this, and I was just like, I think if I try to bring that to the table here with country, I feel like people aren't going to take me seriously. So even going back to that first show that I did with Bree a year and a half ago, Kyle was there. I tried not to talk in between songs, and I tried to really just keep it like just about the music. But, my band was just like, if you're not yourself, then people don't, it's you that people love. They love your music, but
Yes.
you have to be you. And so I've really grown over the last year and a half into accepting the fact that, listen, I'm going to talk in between songs, and I'm going to say funny things and have fun with the audience. And that's just who I am. And so thank you for saying that, because I feel like we've really evolved into kind of a force of a band, and I'm very proud of my guys, and we're having a blast.
Yes, it is a
Absolutely.
blast, and you made it fun, and the talking in between was priceless. It was awesome. Love it.
Everybody's favorite part. It's the story of my life.
All right, well, looking forward to new music next year. And
Yeah.
man, this is ridiculous. I'm not going to make you do it, but I've been watching this. You're the last guest, right? We talked to 4 people before you, and I watched this terrible Christmas movie on Netflix where Santa doesn't say ho, ho, ho. Have y'all
Yeah.
seen that movie?
No.
I think it was Kurt Russell, but I've been wanting to make every guest give me a big old like belly ho, ho, ho.
There you go.
Thank you, buddy. Hey, have fun out there.
I'm a Santa in training. Look, I'm graying my beard. I've gained some weight. I'm almost there, guys.
Love it. Love it.
That's
All right.
awesome.
Thanks
Y'all be
again, man.
good.
Yes, sir. Have
All
fun out there.
right. Merry Christmas.
Merry
See you
Christmas,
next
y'all.
year.
Merry
Bye-bye.
Christmas.
Bye. So
Cool.
Ken Fo is the winner for let's see.
Everything.
Department store Santa is Rico. The elf Rico. Something else. Okay, then most entertaining at the Christmas party is Ken Fo. Isn't that funny? I love it.
Yep. And
I never expected that. I expected maybe the department store Santa. I didn't expect them to be included in all my Texas artist questions. Like, yeah.
Oh, I expected them all.
Except for the cook, Brandon Ryder. That was a great choice.
Oh, right. Yep. Yeah. And speaking of kinfo, and there was one Kevin Fowler mention, and they're hitting the road together for Christmas. So if you guys are,
yeah, with the very famous Deck the Dance Halls tour.
Yeah. So go check that one out if you need some tunes.
Do you know what a tongue twister that used to be for me when I would do stage intros for Deck the Dance Halls? Did I say it right? Dance the Deck Halls. One time I did that.
Oh, is it? Oh, it's Deck the Dance Halls. Yeah.
Deck the Dance Halls tour.
Okay.
Yeah, he's been doing that for so many years. So yeah, I remember the last one I did. As a matter of fact, it showed up on my memories. I had made little gift bags for all the meet and greet winners for the bus, including out of market radio stations. And when I did the stage intro, it was the last time I did a Deck the Dance Halls. I did a Dance the Deck Halls or whatever. Anyway, and Kevin's standing on the side stage and he's looking at me like, she's so lost her mind. I'm like, never mind, let me redo.
Yeah.
It's a mouthful. So
all right. Well, like we said, heavy week. Thank you guys for checking out this year's rendition of the Christmas special. One of my favorite things about doing this podcast with you in particular is we just kind of, we don't wing it. Things are thought out. We have our meetings and we plan things. But these special episodes that we do, usually around year end, but we've done a couple throughout this year, they just come together so cool, and it's different every time. It's not just the same exact thing. Last year we did it in person at the table at Madeley and Conroe with some of our closest friends in the scene.
yes.
And then this year we had another 5 of our closest friends in the scene, and it just came out together so nicely. So I am feeling the Christmas spirit, and I'm excited to just jump into yet another year. We're coming up on we're going to be starting year 4.
Is it really? And
St.
Patrick's Day is actually our birthday of the podcast.
Oh,
and
yeah.
I would really, really like to have a St. Patrick's Day Texas Toast birthday bash thing.
What day is?
Brew it.
Hey,
Get
what
the
day
brew
is?
crew
What day
together.
is St. Patrick's Day? Is it the 17th?
Let's see. Let me find. Yeah, March 17th. Let me see what date. Oh, that's my clock. I don't want a clock. We
Oh,
want
it's the
calendar.
17th. Well, hey, guess what? I have a show booked at Do Whiskey Bar in the
No.
Woodlands on March 16th.
17th is Sunday.
Yep. So we're having a pre-St. Patrick's Day Texas Toast birthday party live concert at Do Whiskey Bar on March 16th in 2024.
I'll start planning.
All right.
Stop it.
All
They
right.
will have to have a special beer for us.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think that'll be an issue. We know all the cool people doing all the cool stuff. So we'll get that all
So yeah,
figured out.
let's see y'all. This is how me and Kyle do things. And like honestly, this is crazy how this happens. But like he and I think so much alike, but we don't talk that much. Like we text each other or email, but there's times where and I know I've shared this before, and it still happens to this day.
Mhm.
It's like I'll be thinking something and Kyle will text me or vice versa. It's
Yep.
like it's crazy. Crazy. See how
Yeah.
easy, and this is how easy peasy everything is with us. Like we're just putting it out to the universe. Let's have a birthday party. And Kyle says, I'm playing Dosey Do the 16th. Okay, we're having a birthday party. Merry
Yeah.
Christmas to us.
Merry
Christmas
Christmas
to
to
us.
us. All right, I think that is a good note to end on. Tune back in Friday and check out. We're gonna just hang out and listen to some country tunes, right? Or sorry,
Right.
Christmas tunes. Yeah, it's always
Right.
country tunes. Now it's Christmas country tunes. Also, Zach Neal was our guest earlier, or I guess last week. So check that one out. And then we've just got one more episode for you guys after the music this week, and then we'll be doing our year-end recap on all of our favorite stuff that happened all year. And if you guys have any suggestions or anything you want us to talk about in that episode, shoot it over, send us a message on Instagram or Twitter, or comment on this YouTube video, along with giving us that 5-star, giving us that follow on Spotify. You guys know that that stuff really helps. So we appreciate
we really
you.
need that. We really need that. Little more interaction.
Yeah.
Would be nice.
Wow, what song is that? To the most satisfaction.
I know. Okay, no, don't get me started.
Okay. All right. Well,
Okay.
we did it.
We
It was
did
great.
it.
Merry Christmas.
Awesome stuff. And we planned a birthday party.
Yeah, we did.
Okay. All right. Cheers.
Cheers.